Buckle up, everybody, for another deep dive into the wild world of finance. This week, crypto and global markets, well, they kind of went nuts.
Yeah, no kidding. Tell me about it.
So much happening, it's almost impossible to keep up. But that's why we're here, right? To make sense of it all.
Absolutely.
We ready to unpack this craziness?
Born ready. Hit me.
Let's start with Bitcoin, because where else would we? A whale just casually swam in and scooped up $200 million worth on Binance like it was nothing.
Just another Tuesday, huh?
Right. And then there's MicroStrategy. Always got to make a splash. They added another 55,000 Bitcoin to their stash.
Yeah.
Spent, what, like $5.4 billion?
Yeah, something like that. They are all in on Bitcoin, that's for sure. And they might be onto something. There's word on the street that Schwab, the massive asset management firm.
Yeah, the one with like all the money.
Exactly, like $7 trillion under management. The rumor is that they're thinking about getting into crypto.
Whoa. That's a big deal.
Right. Imagine if all of a sudden millions of regular folks could buy Bitcoin through their retirement accounts.
Crypto going mainstream. It's mind-blowing. Okay, speaking of big moves, let's talk about Tether for a second. Billions of USDT minted this week. Like, we're talking a billion, another billion, then boom, 2 billion more.
It's wild, right? So for anyone listening who's not super familiar with Tether, it's basically a digital version of the US dollar. It's pegged to the dollar, so it's supposed to be stable, which makes it really useful for trading crypto.
Gotcha. So while the minting, is everybody suddenly rushing to buy more crypto?
Well, that could be part of it. We are seeing a lot of new people entering the crypto market. But here's another interesting tidbit. Trump's potential pick for Commerce Secretary, remember him?
Yeah. Can't say I'm a fan of his, but go on.
Well, apparently his bank has a ton invested in Tether, so there could be some political stuff mixed in with all of this, too. It's definitely a situation to keep an eye on.
Definitely. Okay, so lots of excitement, but not all sunshine and rainbows this week, right?
Yeah.
We also saw the biggest Bitcoin liquidation event ever.
Yeah. Over $495 million wiped out. Oof.
Okay, so break this down for me. What exactly does liquidation mean?
Okay, imagine you're a trader. You think Bitcoin is about to go up, but you want to make even more money. So you borrow money to buy even more Bitcoin. That's called leverage. But if the price of Bitcoin drops, you got to sell some of it to pay back what you borrowed.
Right, I'm following.
Well, when a lot of people have to do this all at once, it pushes the price of Bitcoin down even further, which forces even more people to sell. It's a domino effect.
Ouch. A very expensive domino effect.
Exactly. And to make matters worse, the SUI blockchain, a fairly new one, went offline for hours. Nothing was moving.
Adding chaos to the chaos.
Pretty much. It's just a reminder that with all this new technology comes risk.
Right, right. Okay, let's take a break from the crypto roller coaster for a minute and look at what's happening globally. Italy's not exactly seeing eye to eye with the U.S. on Ukraine, which is causing some tension.
Definitely. And over in China, a court just said that Bitcoin is property. So basically, it's legal to own Bitcoin in China now.
Interesting. So we have these seemingly totally separate things happening, but, it's all kind of related in a way.
It is, because crypto is becoming this global force. Countries all over the world are figuring out how to deal with it, how to regulate it, and their decisions are going to have huge effects.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive back into the tech side of things. What's going on in the land of decentralized finance?
DeFi is booming. It's all about building financial tools and services that don't rely on those big traditional institutions. And this week, there were a couple of really cool developments.
Lay it on me.
So there's this platform called DYDX. They just launched something called Unlimited, which basically lets anyone create their own financial markets. And it happens instantly, which is mind-blowing.
Wow, so I could create my own stock market.
Pretty much. And then there's Megavault, another new platform. It allows users to provide liquidity, which is basically lending out their crypto to help these markets function smoothly. And they earn fees for doing that.
Sounds kind of like a high-tech decentralized bank.
Yeah, kind of. And it all happens automatically. No need for a human banker to approve anything.
I gotta say, DeFi is pretty cool. Okay, what else is shaking in the DeFi world?
Well, there's Osmosis. It's this decentralized exchange built on the Cosmos network, known for being super user-friendly, and it can connect to different blockchains.
So like a universal translator for crypto.
Exactly. And get this, they're working on making it possible to directly deposit and withdraw Bitcoin on Osmosis.
So you're telling me I could move my Bitcoin over to this Osmosis thing and use it in all these DeFi apps?
Yep. And the Osmosis community pool is already collecting Bitcoin day by day. It's another sign that DeFi is becoming more and more intertwined with Bitcoin.
The crypto world is getting smaller and smaller. All these different pieces are connecting.
It is. And even the giants of traditional finance are starting to notice. Like Allianz, a huge German insurance company, they just invested a ton of money in MicroStrategy.
The same MicroStrategy that's hoarding all the Bitcoin.
The one and only.
So even these super old school companies are getting in on the action.
They are. It seems like the walls between traditional finance and crypto are slowly but surely coming down.
And then to top it all off, Gary Gensler's out at the SEC.
Yep. Big news. He hasn't exactly been a friend to crypto, so a lot of people are hoping that his departure will lead to a more, shall we say, crypto-friendly regulatory environment.
Fingers crossed. So after all that, what's the takeaway? Is crypto about to explode? Are we all going to be using Bitcoin to buy coffee soon?
Well, that's the million-dollar question. Nobody really knows what the future holds for crypto, but one thing's for certain, it's a wild ride.
Definitely. So if you're listening, buckle up, do your own research, and stay tuned because we'll be back next week to break down even more of this financial craziness.
Yeah, then.
See ya.